Git and GitHub are the two most important tools you'll ever learn as a programmer, yet most beginners have absolutely no idea what they actually do. In this video, I'll explain both from scratch in just a few minutes. So, what is Git and GitHub? Well, very basically, Git is a file storing system that will allow you to access versions of the files between saves, and GitHub transforms this from your local network all the way up to a global network. Now, in more depth. Well, to start with Git, given by their website, Git is a free and open source distributed version control system. You don't need to know exactly what Git is, but it may make it easier to look at things in the future. Think about a normal file system, just like in my Mac file finder. When I have an item in here, I add it and save. This will overwrite the previous file and store the new saved version. Now, Git chooses to do things differently. Every time you save or commit a change, this will not delete the previous file, but will instead sit the new version on top of that file, with a reference to go back. So if I have made a bit of Python code, for example, and I chose to add a mechanic into the code that will change loads of small little bits in the middle of the code, if I commit or save often enough, I can always go back to the previous version of the code. One thing that is helpful is rarely ever will Git delete things, and will nearly always just keep adding to the data. This can avoid undoable mistakes and erasing things that you didn't want to erase. All files in Git have three potential main states. This is modified, staged, and committed. Modified means that you have changed the file, but have not committed it to your database yet. Staged means that you have marked a modified file in its current version to go into your next commit snapshot. And committed means that the data is now safely stored in your local database. Now, GitHub. It is Git, but placed on a global network instead of it just being stored on your local network. GitHub allows more collaborative tools, such as pull requests for people to review, discuss, and potentially approve code changes to the main project. This review can be done by either leaving comments, code suggestions, and workflows. Show you code changes as well with forking to copy someone else's repository to then experiment on. Extra things that GitHub do, there is a bug tracker and a board for logging problems, requests, and even to assign tasks to different people. Therefore, from all of this, you can use good GitHub profiles to show your projects and a great roadmap of how you got there. So, if you would like to get started on Git, tune in to following video where we will be going through the setup for a project repository. Thank you very much for watching. Please like the video if you learned something and subscribe to support the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.